The most valuable player, hands down, goes to Packer Nation of YouTube. How's it going, everybody? It is that time of year again where I'll be handing out awards to each and every individual of select Packer players that will be awarded Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Rookie, Defensive Rookie, Most Improved, Unsung Heroes, and everyone's favorite Most Valuable Player. Plenty of players were very much deserving of recognition and praise for their respective accomplishments for the 2020 season, but these awards are not easy to determine. There has been a lot of debate on who I should pick for certain award. These are strictly my opinions. You can leave your list of players who you think deserves the awards in the comments if you would like. And without further ado, let's get into the awards. Starting off with the Offensive Player of the Year, Davante Adams gets my vote for Davante's stats here. Simply explain it all. 14 games with 115 catches, 1,374 yards with a whopping 18 touchdown passes. That is just absolutely excellent. Davante, in my opinion, really was an underrated most valuable player candidate, in my opinion. Davante was the man to step up, to be Aaron Rodgers' #1 target. He stepped up in many big games. He was really the go-to guy for Aaron. And when other guys went down with injuries, it was Davante that was really the man to be able to step up. And Davante is clearly a top 5 wide receiver, if not a top 3 receiver in this league. Possibly some people would say that he is the best in the league. There's a lot of other great receivers that deserve respect and props to what they've been able to do. Davante has been really underrated all throughout his career. He's finally getting the recognition he has deserved for a while, and Davante takes the Offensive Player of the Year. Jaire Alexander takes the Defensive Player of the Year for the 2020 season. Not based off of these stats here, they don't simply just do not do justice for what Jaire has been able to do over the course of the season. He has really taken a really big step from year 2 to year 3 in his 3-year career. I mean, the guy has turned out to everything that I possibly could have imagined him to be, is being a really good shutdown lockdown corner. He shut down his entire side of the field. Quarterbacks seldomly tested him, and whenever he was tested, he was able to come out for the most part, and he was really able to shut down receivers of all kinds, from number 2 receivers to the top tier #1 wide receivers in this league. He shut down and he limited the big time receivers in the NFL. These stats here, 15 games, 1 interception, 1 sack, 1 safety, just simply don't tell the whole entire story with what Jaire has been able to do over the season. I mean, he was awarded 2nd team All-Pro, a Pro Bowl, and a 90.7 Pro Football Focus rating, which was rated 1st. This is probably the most talented cornerback that the Packers have had since Charles Woodson. And the best thing about it is that he is younger and he is just getting better. So I'm very excited for the future here with Jaire Alexander here in Green Bay. He takes home the Defensive Player of the Year, and very well deserving. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Jon Runyan Jr., the 6th round guard out of Michigan. John really was one of my absolute favorite picks in this past coming draft in the 2020 season, which looks very underwhelming, but could be a very good class given some time. John has been about as good as I pictured him to be. He has been a very good depth guard right from the gates. He was been able to play a lot, mostly at left and right guards, and has been able to fill in admirably. Whenever players went out with injuries, he was able to fill in the spots and play very well. He was not by any means perfect, but this is just the start for a very promising career for the young Jon Runyan Jr. and what he's able to do in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Taking the Defensive Rookie of the Year is Chris Barnes, the undrafted inside linebacker from the UCLA Bruins. Chris Barnes, right away as an undrafted free agent, has been able to come in and make a little bit of a difference in the Packers defense. He was not really expected to be the man to step up. There was a lot of talk about Christian Kirksey being the inside linebacker to fill in for the absence of Blake Martinez. 13 games, 79 total tackles, 47 solo, 32 assisted, 1 interception, and 1 forced fumble. The 43 Pro Football Focus rating really has a lot to do with some of the simple analysis from Pro Football Focus. I know that the grade is very bad, and he was not very good amongst qualifying peers at the linebacker position. Chris is only going to get better from his rookie season to year 2, and then year 3 he could be a really big difference maker for this Packer defense. Obviously, there wasn't too many of any other defensive rookies that were really able to step up, given the fact that the Packers mostly went offense. So that is why I'm going to give this to Chris Barnes, because of what he's been able to do as an undrafted free agent, being able to step up as a starter right away and make a difference in that manner. The most improved player could have gone to several different guys. I had a whole bunch of different people that were in the running for most improved player, but I gave this one to Robert Tonyan. Robert, in 16 games, 52 catches, 586 yards, and 11 touchdowns, was definitely a lot better than expected coming from Robert. He really stepped up in a major way, being a very good red zone target as well, something that I was expecting it for Jace. But I think that by being a young rookie who is still developing, dealing with injuries, has been part of that. But Robert, who has had a very healthy season, has been able to, with time and experience, was able to step up, and he's been a very good blocker. I usually pick 3 for Unsung Heroes, and the way I look at it, Mercedes Lewis is always going to get an Unsung Hero award for me, due to the fact that he just does not really get as much recognition and praise as he deserves. Mercedes is really a true veteran leader. He's a great blocker. He has been a great blocker ever since he got here. Billy Turner also gets an Unsung Hero because due to the fact that he's been a very underrated player ever since he got here. A lot of people, including myself, have been a little bit down on him. I thought that he was a relatively mediocre guard to start out, but in the second year, and with this offense, he just blossomed. Billy Turner, that's why I wanted to put Billy here in the Unsung Heroes category. What he's been able to do as a versatile chess piece in this offensive line has been very awesome to be able to see what Billy can do as not just a guard, but as an offensive tackle. The best fit for him, in my opinion, is right tackle, where he's been able to really thrive the most. Then you have Corey Linsley, who I think probably gets my 3rd spot. Corey, throughout all the time of his career, has really not been talked about very much, except for this past season, where he got a lot of recognition from the Pro Football Focus, in which he was rated the best center among qualifying centers in the NFL. But Corey has been an outstanding interior blocker. He could really be able to read what the defense is doing, give everything else to his offensive linemen around him, and make them better. He has also been very good with snapping the football. There has been seldom bad snaps by the Packers. Corey has really been a mainstay here in Green Bay. He has been in and out with a few injuries from time to time, but the offensive line has been able to fill in fairly well in his absence. But the offensive line is understandably better with Corey under center and giving the ball to his quarterback Aaron Rodgers, as well as being able to block whoever's in front of him. I mean, the man is a very good run blocker and a pass blocker. Finally get to the most coveted award, which is the most valuable player, and the most valuable player hands down goes to our quarterback, number 12, the 2020 MVP, Aaron Rodgers. 16 games, nearly 4,300 yards, 48 touchdowns, 5 interceptions with a 121.5 passer rating, first team All-Pro, Pro Bowler, and a 95.1 Pro Football Focus rating, which was first out of all qualifying quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers was absolutely fantastic this season. Probably he may have had the best season of his entire career. At age 37, with all the talk about the Packers not giving him weapons, disrespecting him, drafting Jordan Love in the first round. The Packers are going to trade Aaron Rodgers because the Packers don't like him, they don't respect him, and all this nonsense that the media loves to spew about this man, Aaron Rodgers, and our Green Bay Packers. So that is going to do it for our second annual 2020 Packer Player Season Awards. I hope you guys like this video, and go ahead and you can go ahead and check out the last season's video, the first annual Seasons Award, and I'll catch you guys later for another video.